Hey guys, Matt McCormick here with WWE Hall of Famer and professional wrestling legend Roddy Piper. Thank you so much for joining us, Roddy. How are you today?
I'm a box of fluffy dumps.
Say that 10 times.
I can too.
So we're in Knoxville at Fanboy Expo 2015. Roddy, how often are you getting out and doing the conventions?
Not so much, not as much as I would like to. It's kind of time in my career where I want to stay home more. But I also, I'm a guy with a sword in my hand. I ain't rocking. So I got a movie that I'm going to do, and I just been commissioned to write another book for Random House.
When you're doing the conventions and the Q&As, what's the number one thing that's asked most of you by the fans when they come up to you? Or what's maybe the top memory that they bring?
Was that a real coconut?
And was it a real coconut?
Yeah, I don't know. Where did you get it? I don't know, Safeway, man. It was in Allentown or Harrisburg. They don't have no coconut shops in Harrisburg. Did I hit him as hard as I could? And his eyes rolled. Thought I killed him. What else? What did they ask me a lot? Why did you paint yourself half black?
Why did you paint yourself?
This is the truth. I was walking down the hall, and Vince said, "All right." And I went into a room, and there was Pat Patterson, Bad News Brown, and Vince. You could have cut the air with a knife. I don't know what's going on, but Vince says, "I want you to wrestle Bad News Brown wrestle." And then there's this pause, and I'm looking at Bad News. And what's going through my head is Bad News is, Olympic team players. They don't give those away. As a professional wrestler, he was solid, but he was a little flatline. And I'm looking going, I got 100 interviews to do. What am I going to do? And I turned to Vince and I said, I'm going to paint myself half black. Vince looked at me and swear to God and said, I love that. Nothing to do with race. I just needed something to talk about on the night. That's why I did it, yeah. And then Andre the Giant threw the solution out. I was in Toronto. And so I was half black and hung over when I woke up. And I had a 4-foot Mickey Mouse, and I had to go from Toronto, Canada, to Portland, Oregon, to Chicago, half black. And they do get out of your way.
Well, listen, one more thing before we go. Okay. We're going to see a good friend of yours at the end of this month. Just wanted to know if you had anything that you wanted us to share with Ric Flair.
Well, what do you think? I love him. I love Ric Flair. You know what? He's a consummate pro. He always had fresh suits with him. He would come around. He was always Class A presentation and a credit to any sport, but especially professional wrestling.
Roddy,
I love him all my heart.
we love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking
We
time
fight
to talk
strong.
to us. We fight strong.
We fight strong.
Roddy Piper. Thanks again.
You betcha.